So what part do you play?
Yeah. No.
Sorry, Catwoman.
Oh, sweet. We were debating. It's like, is she Catwoman? Or when we saw you guys
Batgirl, she Catwoman.
Batgirl,
We were watching.
Really?
We saw the little swipe move.
Yeah.
I think it's Catwoman.
Yeah, because that particular fight isn't. Well, it is catty, but the fights that I do later are a lot more. When I've got a whip and stuff. So yeah.
Use a whip.
So you get to do
Yeah.
Indiana Jones stuff as well. That's
God,
great.
yeah, I trained for weeks. I'm serious to use that whip.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like 6 weeks of just endlessly. You could do it quite quickly, but then it's dangerous. You know, you can take someone's eye out.
Right.
So.
You don't want
Or
to
get
do
a
that.
scar on your chin like Indiana Jones did.
Exactly.
So, yeah, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
So, were you a fan of Catwoman, Batman, and all that before you did the show?
Yeah, I mean, I liked Batman. Definitely, I think I've mainly been introduced to it through the films. I wouldn't say I was a massive comic freak, but like I definitely liked Batman, and I loved Catwoman. I mean, what girl doesn't love Catwoman?
Right.
She's amazing.
Right.
She's tough, and she's she's all the things I think that females sort of. If I were going to be a superhero, I'd like to be.
Okay.
I'd like to be her.
So would you consider her, you said a superhero, would you consider her to be a hero? Because she's kind of got that...
Goes both ways.
You know,
Anti-hero.
Right.
I get asked this a lot. Is she good or is she evil? And my stock response is, I don't think she's either, and she's not really concerned with that either.
Right.
It's kind of like if she wakes up, gets out of bed one day and goes, yeah, I'm going to go and rob that place.
Right.
She'll do it. Next minute, someone's in danger. Oof, stupid girl, I'll go and help her.
Right.
She's kind of like she does what she needs to do to get by, and sometimes that kind of blurs the line between good and evil. And I think, which is fantastic, because everyone then asks that question: well, is she good or is she? I don't think she's really concerned with that.
Sounds just like the one from the comic book.
I know. And that's it. There have been so many iterations of Catwoman.
Yeah.
Halle Berry,
That doesn't count.
Michelle
No.
Pfeiffer. I mean, many others. What drew your inspiration for Catwoman, or was it direct?
The comics, absolutely. Because it would be wrong to ignore what some of the work that brilliant actors have done before you. It would be, wrong. You need to watch that because they've been chosen for a specific reason.
Right.
But my main thing is not to sort of pull on that, because you just can't do that. Being an actress with any part, if you're playing Hamlet, you can't go and watch the guy who played Hamlet before you and do it like him.
However, Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet was quite amazing.
It was amazing.
I love him. Sorry.
How do you like your costume? I mean, like, Catwoman's costume is always one that's looks really tight in the comics. I mean, how do you have a tight costume and then do all the stuff that you do on stage?
It's difficult, but what we have is as 2 sets of different trousers to house a whole sort of harness system, and you kind of wouldn't know actually. Like I know because I'm clunking along like John Wayne, but and trying to look sexy at the same time. But people have come to watch the show and just go, no, I didn't see any difference, So yeah, we have a brilliant team who do all our costumes, and it's tight, it's black, it's kind of something between Anne Hathaway's. Okay. It's very similar to the kind of biker style. It's kind of cool, zipped up, but it has the tightness, and it also has the cowl that Michelle Pfeiffer has.
Which is important.
I think so.
Which was missing from
Did you not like that?
No, I loved I think the cat ears are vital to her character.
Yeah.
So it was kind of missing from.
So when I liked the way that sort of doubled up and it was functional. Yeah. But I know what you mean. Like she wants.
Nerds, you gotta have the cowl.
You gotta have the
goggles.
I think so. Well, that's exactly what I've got. I've got awesome goggles.
Oh, see, that's cool.
They're like, they were specifically. In fact, I think they're the most expensive thing about my costume. Yeah. Seriously.
Wow. Really?
They told me, and I was like, really? Wow. I won't jump the drop those. No, they're amazing. They're just like the ones in the comics.
I saw a picture of them. They're looking amazing.
You like?
So, how long did it take you to train to do your parts? Do you have to do as much combat as everybody else?
Yeah, I do. I went to drama school and I did a lot of stage combat when I trained classically at a school in London. And part of that is because you're doing lots of Shakespeare's, people are always beating each other up, so you've got to learn how to, kick ass. Exactly. Back to the Shakespeare again. But yeah, so we had like a 6-week training process where we did lots of core stability and going up in the air and going round and stuff, and a bit like training to be an astronaut, I would have thought. So yeah, that was good. I was kind of you just get in the shape of your life, you know, because you have to, or else you get injured if you're not strong.
So were you excited? I mean, you're talking about being classically trained. We're talking London, and everyone we've talked to, it seems, you know, most from overseas, and everyone's very classically trained. And you're playing Catwoman, the comic book character. Was there some like, oh, what have I done? Or was this excitement? And
No, God, no. Like, are you kidding me? I was like, I'm playing Catwoman. I told all my, you sort of tell mates that are doing really serious work at home, and they're like, yes, you're playing Catwoman. Everyone loves it, you know. It's Batman, right? No, everyone wants to play Batman on Catwoman. So no, it was, and it's a real challenge. It's not, because it's a different world and it's not you know, a real life play. The challenge is to bring Gotham to life, to make it real, so the audience do empathise with all the characters. That's what we want. We want to make this as real as possible. It's not. It's colourful, but it's not cheesy.
Which is good.
You know, it's not. Parts of it are fun. Parts of it, I think, are aimed more specifically for a younger audience. But we try and keep the heart of the characters in place, which is important.
Emma, thank you.
Thank you.